da jalil de rase Champions League ek had gas mein hanguman kick ve jawa ennaramenne bhag dulanne bhidi dasde goal ek gannai sit sarasenne samarok venne saddeta denne one heart, one game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. The call is clear, the Champions League is finally one game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. That we defend. Marangal pikkagome, kalathil arudiyai minnavumame. Name Champions League varave, unalvadakke tarume. Cheer ekai kammak denne, kollo set ekama ek venne. Goal ekata kick ek denne. Champions League mein aramenne. Champions League, satanai aramenne, dibidenne, jayaganne, eta seenata apiyanne. One game, one heart, Champions League where dreams take part. Raise your flags, feel the art. One game, one heart. One dream, one star. One game, one heart. Champions League, forever we play. The spirit.
Sri Lanka Football Champions League, powered by TV Supreme.
Good evening and welcome to the Racecourse International Stadium. And this is the fourth quarter final in the Champions Cup between Solid and Saunders. So far it's been exciting couple of quarterfinals yesterday and today, especially today in the evening, where we had quite an enthralling quarterfinal. But at the moment the conditions are a little bit cloudy and the temperature is moderately high as well, but it definitely be okay compared to the afternoon game where it was pretty humid and hot. And the FIFA flag is walking out along with the kids. It's always nice to see the little kids involved in these grand tournaments, as it is very exciting to see how these two teams will get about as well, because the winner of this game will go ahead to the semi-final and face off Serendip. So exciting stuff happening here at the Champions Cup, and it will definitely be very interesting to see who will get into the final as well. But before we head into those couple of matches, the quarterfinal, the fourth quarterfinal here at the Racecourse International Ground, and Solid clad in white and Saunders clad in yellow and black. These two teams will be facing off today. The last time these two teams met was in the Super 8 of the Sri Lanka Football Champions League, and Solid was able to get the better of Saunders or winning 3-2. So Solid will bring about that confidence that they had in the last match and try to bring some momentum and morale as well and make sure they get over a tough Saunders side. And Solid was 5th and Saunders was 6th in the Super 8 standings. So Solid, I might say, might have a slight upper hand at the moment. And these are the broadcasting channels that you can watch the Champions Cup on: the Sri Lanka Football Facebook, Sri Lanka Football YouTube, the Supreme TV and the Papare. Now just going through the formalities of the photographs, the team talks, and we'll soon be starting this exciting quarter-final fixture. And the toss for which side the team will be kicking. Once again, the team in yellow and black is Saunders and the team clad in all white is Solid. So referee Lakmal Virakodi just giving the final words and asking for a fair and peaceful game. Right then, like I mentioned, Lakmal Virakodi the referee, the assistant officials Lairu Madhushankar, R.A. Ratnayaka and the fourth official Indunil Sandakalu. They will be running this game here at the Racecourse International Stadium. And all formalities have been completed and the teams having their final talks and will be heading into an exciting fixture. And this is the Saunders lineup: Priyadarshana Nalim, Mufazal, Gimhan Pereira, Indiva Udara the captain, Aziz Fausan, Frank, Felipe and Alassane the goalkeeper, and the head coach D. Shantasiri as well to round up the team for Saunders. This is the Solid team card: Arubaisan the captain, John Raj, Chibueze, Javesh, Nilujan the goalkeeper, Anthony Ramesh, Nitushan, Menash Prince, Stanley, Tishan and Tanusian, and head coach S. Sivasen to round up the Solid lineup as well. So exciting as both teams have a strong lineup across the 22 players that we have on the field here today. And we have already commenced play, and kicking from left to right of your screen is Solid, and a goal scoring opportunity almost in the first minute itself. And right off the bat, we have an attempt on goal. Lovely ball in for Chibueze, and Chibueze unfortunately not able to get around the goalkeeper, just going wide. And joining me up in the comm box is Navod. Good evening, Navod.
Good evening, Randeep. Yes, the fourth and final quarterfinal of the Champions Cup. Winners of this will meet Serendip, who put in a very late shift in that early kickoff to win that game 2-1. They were down 1-0 up until the 88th minute, scoring the winner in the final minute of added time. Mind you, they were down to 10 men that game.
Yes, and what was surprising is that the Cops did have the upper hand heading into that 86th, 87th minute, and unfortunately conceding that penalty and giving Serendip a sniff to score that all-important goal to go level. But I did think it will go for penalties, but a lovely ball into the box, and that second goal was put by Darko George behind the net. But back to the focus on the game happening at the moment between Solid and Saunders. Both teams, I would say, now are evenly matched because they were 5th and 6th in the Super 8 table.
Yes, both teams missing out on finishing in the top 2 or 3. Some results not going in their favor, but here's an opportunity for them to redeem themselves, maybe make it into the final, or maybe even go all the way and win a trophy to end the season. Fauzan against Tabran Thanusian. Ball to Chibuezi. Fauzan does well. Both teams are without a couple of key players, especially for Saunders. Mohammad Zaid representing Sri Lanka under 20. The SAF under 20 championship. Sri Lanka's first game will be in another 27 minutes time. Kicking off at the National Stadium in Maldives. Sri Lanka taking on the hosts Maldives on day 1 of the SAF under 20 championship. Well, Solid also without Halik Ahmed. Haven't been that prominent for Solid. But certainly come the second half, Saunders will feel the vacuum of Mohammad Zaid. Sanoj Samira. Here's Kennedy John Raj. This effort straight at Nalim.
So John Rad and Chibueze, two important players for Solid, and they'll have to come right today if they are to get that victory. And Chibueze just called offside, not being able to hold his run a bit. So again, they're clearly offside. And Chibueze has a bit of speed. Next time around, you just have to hold his run a bit more and stay behind the defensive line. I think both teams will prefer to play the night game, and now there's the afternoon game was pretty humid as well, couple of drinks breaks, so they'll definitely be happy with the time of the game.
Saunders will be buoyed by the fact that Roger Felipe is back in the starting lineup. He wasn't there for the final week of the Champions League game last week. He suffered a shoulder injury, maybe a dislocation in the previous game week. Here's Mensa Prince. Loses possession. Clovis Frank. Here's Ziad Mufazzal. Close shave for Solid. Abdulaziz. Chibuezi. Thanusian.
And almost dispossessed there, but ball back with Solid now. Chibueze asking for the ball, but dispossessed. Looking for that pass, a lovely pass on the left, but dealt with defensively, and Solid managed to recover position, but gives away cheaply in the final third. And now an opportunity for Saunders. Lovely bit of passing, but mixes up his feet. Frank, unfortunately. But that does result in a corner for Saunders. It's again Frank just losing sight of the ball. But luckily for Saunders, it results in a corner, so they'll want to make maximum use of this chance. And ball into the middle, and a header into the goal, and it's a lovely goal. Textbook stuff now. Easy header, not marked, and Frank does the deal for Saunders.
Brilliant delivery. An equally well executed header from Clovis Frank to give Saunders the lead in the 8th minute. Ziad Mufazzal it into the edge of that 6-yard box. No one there to mark Clovis Frank, making his run from the edge of the penalty box.
Saunders get their first goal under the first 10 minutes, scoring in the 8th minute, so they'll be with their tails up now. And Saunders do get going, it's very difficult to contain them, and Solid will definitely have to pull back a goal here, especially through Chibueze. He'll definitely have to step up and lead the attack for Solid. And now Chibueze trying to predict that the defender will get the ball and make a challenge there, but both lose sight of the ball, and it will be a throw-in. Pathum Gimhan on the left wing will be vital for Saunders as well. He's been making a couple of good runs down that left flank, so they'll want to find him. So again, seen that numerous times where position is given, trying to find that long pass in the middle. Again, not too sure what he was trying to do there. So ball back with Alassane. And that's the captain, Udara. It is a tied here. Can't miss him at all on the field. And trying to be a bit fancy there. And fortunately for Saunders, that ball does go out of the touchline. And referee Lakmal Virakodi just calling the player back. Kicking that ball in frustration, was he? And just giving him a warning. Now throw in for Solid. Now Chibueze trying to get around the player. That forward Mensa Prince as well. He'll be a vital cog for Solid in their attack. Now Mensa Prince up front. Prince trying to find Chibueze. Unfortunately, ball not going through. Now down the left flank, and unfortunately offside has been called. And again, you do see that kick of frustration from Solid now. We did see quite a high intensity game in the afternoon as well. Once again, yeah, clearly offside there. Couple of yellow cards and a red card as well dished out by referee Jaffran, so no nonsense by the referees in terms of discipline, so both teams will have to make sure that they do things right. Now Chibueze trying to bring the ball down. And cutting back the ball gives away position, so Saunders get out of jail there. There was an opportunity to cross the ball into the box. Bit of a risky pass there, but managing to get around two Saunders players. Is Obina Stanley. A rock in defense was solid as well. He's been a standout player. Pathum Gimhan on the left now. Gets around the player, gets into the box, trying to get that pass off. And the defender almost making a mess of that. And presenting Saunders with another opportunity for goal. And now a position given away cheaply, but unfortunately that pass not going through. Now captain on the ball. Pathum Gimhan has quite a lot of speed in the tank, so making that run down will be the ideal channel for Saunders. And again an unsuccessful attempt in getting the ball into the box. Fauzan looking for his attackers up front, but dealt easily by the defense. And now Chibueze trying to pounce on that ball, as the defender nearly presenting an opportunity for solid. Now Cloris Frank. Now Pathum Gimhan Udara making the overlapping run, cutting back in. Will he take a shot? Yes, he does, but straight to the goalkeeper. So first save for Nilujan after conceding that goal earlier on in the 8th minute. Now Saunders once again through that left channel. They'll be using that side quite a lot. And once again Pathum Gimhan making that run, and error in defense and a shot taken straight to the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, a powerful shot coming in from Pathum Gimhan off his left foot. Cardinal error there by the defender, and straight off the bat he takes a shot. But Illusion able to get a heavy hand on it.
Julius Redithishan, the guilty man for solid. Laid that ball on a platter for Pathum Gimhan, who certainly should have scored that second. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. A player of his caliber definitely should have put the ball into the back of the net. But here's another opportunity. Ziad Mufassal had a good delivery. The previous one not the best here. Fauzan with the foul.
hitting the goalkeeper to make that save. I think it was going right across goal, and might have been an unnecessary save there.
Yeah, that Nilujan should have just punched it away. Again, 2 mistakes in the span of couple of minutes from Solid.
Thousand to Dar. Controlling that midfield, captain as well. Now Roger Felipe, and now ball in the middle, and it will be an easy goal. Messes up, gets a great touch, but not too sure what he did there. Did he lose his sense of where the ball was? That was once again another opportunity for Saunders. They should rightfully be 3-0 up at the moment.
Ziad Mufazzal caught in 2 minds, and then he slipped. Fauzan to Abdulaziz. Through ball here. It's Frank. Opportunity this time. Once again falling for Ziad Mufazzal. Shot from close range. Devdas Nilujan makes that save from point blank range. Nilujan did well to close that gap. But once again, 3-4 opportunities now for Saunders the last 4-5 minutes. Ziad Mufazzal on his left, away from the target.
Now Saunders managing to recover position. Just trying to navigate his through, and puts the ball through. He had the man on the right, trying to find Clovis Frank. Not the right pass in my opinion, and a bit of a soft pass there, and gives an opportunity now for Batu, and Clovis Frank once again presented with an opportunity, but that is the goal for Saunders. Frank taking that shot, and it's Mufazzal who manages to get the rebound and score that second goal for Saunders. After multiple opportunities, they have finally managed to break through.
Goal for Saunders, jersey number 8, Ziad Mufazzal.
So again, Pathum Gimhan getting into the box. I think he might have thought of taking that shot in my opinion, but decides to pass it to the middle, and Clovis Frank hitting it straight to Nilujan, which we've seen now Nilujan make a couple of saves. Finally broken through now.
Yes, after 5-6 close calls for Saunders, yeah, they should have at least scored twice from those opportunities. They finally find the second.
Saunders seem to have come out with a purpose, and they are making a Solid pay. Every mistake that Solid makes, Saunders is pouncing on it And after a couple of missed opportunities, after making sure that they create quite a lot of goal scoring opportunities, Mufazal puts them out of their misery in success. I mean, because they had so many chances. Now Solid will have to regroup, and Chibueze almost catching the goalkeeper lacking there. Alassane, both boots crashing there, but Alassane being on the bad end of it, but too close for comfort there. Ball bobbled up a bit, and not the way you want to take that touch, especially with a forward like Chibueze, who's always ready to pounce on anything. So just a bit of a medical treatment for Alassane. And last time these two teams met in the Super 8, Solid won 3-2. So at the moment, Saunders 2-0 up. Looks like a completely different team. I think Navod, you were commentating for that match, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I think even in that game, Saunders were leading 2-0 against Solid, with Solid making a second half comeback.
So
I really doubt there'll be a comeback from Solid, because they are without some key players, including their captain, Jan Ruben Vinod. Even though he's named in the substitutes, I don't think he would make an appearance, as Solid makes a substitution. Julius Regitishan, who has had a awful first 25, will be replaced by Krishnamurti Sadis.
Substitution for Solid. Jersey number 35, Julia Kishan is replaced by jersey number 6, Krishnamurti Satis.
well, Saunders will not want to replicate what happened that time, and they'll want to make sure they hold on to that 2-0 lead and maybe extend it as well. But, back in the action after that pause in play because of Alassane's contact with Chibueze. The winner of this match will go ahead and play Serendip in the semi-final. So not an easy match as well. Now Kennedy John Raj, right. Only Chibueze in the middle, and a foul committed there by Fauzan. John Raj brought down. So an opportunity from the dead ball for Solid. The Mensa Prince, freaking duties for him. So now an opportunity for Solid to chip away at that lead, bring back one goal, and build from there, as we're still 26 minutes in the first half. So there's quite a lot of time for them to build a comeback. The Mensa Prince plays a deep ball in, and managing to get at the end of it. Alassane seems to be complaining a bit to his defenders. Quite a difficult angle from there to get to goal, but should have been headed back to the middle. Now position given again, and Batum Gimhan now trying to play it to his captain, but intercepted, and ball played through the middle, but clearly offside there once again. Not the first time that Chibueze has been found guilty of being offside. That the right idea. Actually, that was closer than expected. Now, free kick taken quickly. And strong tackle. So, push back a bit. So, it will be another throw in for Saunders. Mohammad Fauzan looking for Pathum Gimwan. Now, throw in for Solid. And Kennedy John Raj opting to go up. Chibueze, very physical. Very difficult to deal with him as well. And Kennedy John Raj trying to get that ball back to Chibueze, but dispossessed, and the ball does come off the Saunders player. And the throw in is taken quickly. Kennedy John Raj trying to get around Saunders' defense, but seems to be a bit of a concern here for Pathum Gimwan. But, nothing too serious. He's back up on his feet, so play will continue. Again, very difficult to deal with Chibueze, catching the back of Gimwan there. Maybe on the hamstring a bit, so still momentarily pain. Throw in for Solid and finding Chibueze. Now Chibueze earns another throw in and quickly taken. Fortunately, a mess made of that in terms of control, so it will be Saunders' ball. Saunders will be the calmer of the two teams in terms of how things have been going, as they managed to get 2 goals past this strong, solid outfit. Now Udara puts the ball to Pathum Gimwan, but that ball was definitely too far, even for the likes of Pathum Gimwan, who has quite a lot of pace behind him. Priyadarana trying to look for Mufazal on the right, but nothing coming right in terms of that pass. And just a bit of a strong challenge there from Mensa Prince. I think I did get the name wrong earlier there. I think it's Priya Darshana in the defense in the number 3 jersey. So apologies for that.
The opportunities for Saunders has dried up after that second goal. They had quite a few in the build-up for that. Here's Felipe to Ziad Mufassal on the right. Puts the ball in. Another free header for Roger Felipe. I don't think he was looking for that. But here's Chibueze on the other end, on the edge of the box. It's the ball in for Kennedy John Raj. First time effort always rising over the crossbar. Had a good technique on that connection. Unfortunately for him, going just over the crossbar. Felipe to Mufazal.
Mufazal gives away position cheaply again and gives Solid an opportunity now. After Kennedy John Raj asking for the ball, he gives it back and asks the ball to be thrown to him. But it goes to Chibueze now. Dispossessed. But clearly seen when Chibueze does lose the ball, he's very adamant on getting it back and fights very strongly for it. And now Cloris Frank putting a bit of pressure there. And thought they might have managed to win the throw-in, but it will still be Solid's ball. And, played across. Solid looking to go from the left now. But a little bit of a overpowered pass there. So Saunders now. It's an opportunity. And, just a bit of a. Is it a stray leg or? Yes, just a stray leg. Mitushan rightly called so for that foul. Udara takes the free kick quickly, so once again Saunders have Fazal and Pathum Gimhan on the left and right, so they have quite a bit to say in terms of their attacks. But now Chibueze lays it off, and that has been called offside again. So Solid have been very guilty of being called offside, and Saunders with that offside trap doing very well, especially the defense very well coordinated to make sure that that final pass through the defensive line does not get through. Now Solid managing to get the ball back. A long ball onto the right, trying to find Kennedy John Raj, and Kennedy John Raj almost predicting that header back to the goalkeeper, but defender managing to get that pass right. Now Chibueze dropped back a bit. Saunders, like Nabod mentioned, have not have many opportunities after that second goal. But, did create one chance where Roger Felipe was not able to get a good header in. But other than that, nothing coming from them. But they are the team in front with 2 goals. And Solid will have to definitely create a couple of opportunities, especially through Chibueze and John Raj on the right as well. Now John Raj waiting for that pass. Can clearly see waiting to make that run. That Clovis Frank, very well done by him to regain position. Now Pathum Gimhan will make that run again, and will he have the legs to get it? But the ball does win that race, so it will be a goal kick for Solid. John Raj Trying to get that ball back to Mithushan, but Saunders defense reading him like a book, and now a chance for a goal, and what a goal! Fazal hitting that crossbar and the ball just go back into the net, but what a strike! Beautiful ball into him, and that's Clovis Frank, and first time shot, and Fazal not even looking, managed, just focusing on the ball, knows where the goal is, and a lovely strike.
For Saunders, jersey number 8, Ziad Mufazzal.
Nilujan not knowing what to do, and that's 2 goals. Fazal now in the game.
Brilliant strike from the youngster. Not easy when you don't have a sight on goal, because the way he was making the run, he was always going away from the goal, so you need to turn as well, not with his preferred right foot. A brilliant strike. Saunders cruising along in the 40th minute in this 4th and final quarter-final, the Champions Cup.
Saunders will be one of the teams to watch out for as well, as they can post a severe threat to Serendib, as in the afternoon game Serendib not at their best, as they were goalless till the 87th minute, and just with a bit of luck on their side through that penalty, they were able to draw level. So Saunders will try to head into that semi-final if things go their way here today with quite a lot of confidence. Just deliberation on whose throwing it is, whether it was a foul committed. We are also not too sure. Yes, it was a foul by Kennedy John Raj. That elbow hitting the back of the head. So, free kick for Saunders. Samir Pereira trying to find Clovis Frank in the middle, but Frank not up front enough, and that pass always in the middle is not the best of situations in terms of having a successful on goal. Is the left channel that they've been using through Pathum Gimhan has been quite successful for them, so exploiting that more will help their cause as well, as Saunders will want to make sure that they bury solid and not give them even a chance to rise their head up. 3 goes up, still not safe, as Solid does have that knack of coming back. It is still a difficult task. 3 goals behind is not that easy to climb up, especially with how Saunders are playing. A lovely bit of work to dispossess Clovis Frank, and ball played over, and Pathum Gimhan trying to get the better of that scrappy situation, but now Frank trying to get hold of position. The Priyadarshana, it's again bit of a risky pass back to the goalkeeper. Arasane has to come up front a bit more.
This round 2 minutes plus added time to be played in this first half. John Raj. Prince. Fauzand as well. Pathum Gimhan in space. Gives it to Mufazal. Indri Udara.
Now Frank had him back in. Is it off to Aziz? Aziz fortunately not finding that pass through. Now John Raj is trying to find Chibueze in the middle. And Chibueze fighting for that ball. Unfortunately, a foul in favour of Saunders, and Chibueze showing his frustrations to referee Virakodi. Now John Raj on the right. And Saunders managed to negate him, but he does manage to recover position, and now trying to get in the box. I think he should just pass it back to the man in support. Yes, he does that. And now ball put into the middle. So Solid showing a bit of life in the end of this first half. And that's confirmation from the sidelines. There'll be an added minute in this half. That'll fly by quickly, and Saunders will try to head in with this 3-goal lead. And Chibueze, always the lone man up front, trying to catch on a mistake by the defender. Felipe, after a break in terms of injury, is back in action, and so far might not have had the impact he wanted. They're now Solid. It's again dispossessed, and Pathum Gimhan goes down in quite a lot of cries of agony, but now Felipe takes the shot off, and just on the side, and that might be the end of play, if I'm not mistaken. We've gone past that 1 minute mark now. Pathum Gimhan holding his shin, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely catching him on the shin there. It was substitute Krishnamurthy Sidis. So just a bit of medical attention, but I definitely think we've gone past that 1 minute mark, and referee Lakshman Virakodi should have called half time now after the ball did go out. Well, I think we might have one more move of play. The corner will be the last, and then definitely we'll be coming to the end of the first half. Well, Saunders have an opportunity now to add to their goal tally. And that fourth goal, if they do manage to get it now, will definitely feel that they have safely almost 3/4 into that semi-final. And taken short is that corner, and referee Virat Kohli deciding to continue play with a solid, now with an attacking opportunity, and Chibueze now manages to get the ball. Will he take the shot off directly? And he does take, and that shot does go wide. And finally Lakmal Virat Kohli calls the end of the first half after almost 4 minutes of play with that injury as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the score at halftime is Solid 0, Saunders 3.
And Saunders will feel like they have done what they intended to do heading into this first half. 3-0 up. This is the fourth quarter final of the Champions Cup, and at the moment Saunders are well on their way to go to that semi-final against Serendip. And these are the highlights of the first half. Solid did have a start in the first couple of seconds. Chibueze managed to get a shot off, but it was Mufazal, the star of the show in the first half. But prior to that, Clovis Frank, through a clear header, was able to get that first goal for Saunders and set the tone for them. And Saunders with quite a lot of opportunities, like we mentioned time and time again. And Pathum Gimhan presented with a clear-cut opportunity, not being able to execute that. And almost Nilujan making a cardinal error there, giving Felipe a chance to get on goal. Once again, Mufazal, who scored twice in that half, had an opportunity there as well. But this rebound is how Mufazal put that first goal in for him, and the second goal for Saunders. And Mufazal also did create an opportunity for Felipe, but it was this goal off his left foot. That was a lovely strike. And that will be the end of the first half, and we'll be back for the second half in a short while after a couple of commercial breaks.
Champions League, एक हाथ गैस में हैंगुमन किक पे जब ये नरमने भाग दुलने भीदी दस्ते गोल एक गन्ना इसी सरसने समरों पे ने साथ देने We are one game, one heart. One game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the light. Champions League வரவே உணர்வதற்கு தருமே Cheer එකයි කැම්මක් දෙන්නේ කොල්ලෝ සෙට් එකම එක් වෙන්නේ ගෝල් එකට කික් එක දෙන්නේ Champions League මේ අරබන්නේ One game, one heart Champions League සටනයි අරබන්නේ හිමි දෙන්නේ ජය ගන්නේ එක සීනට අපි යන්නේ One game, one heart Champions League where dreams take part Raise your flags, feel the art One game, one heart One dream, one star One game, one heart Champions League, forever we play The spirit of football It's
Sri Lanka Football Champions League. Powered by TV Supreme.
So we'll come back to the fourth quarter final here at the Racecourse International Stadium. It is the quarter final of the Champions Cup, and this is the road to the final. And in the afternoon we did have the game against Serendip and Police, where Serendip managed to score 2 late goals. So the winner of today's match against Solid and Saunders, they'll face Serendip. At the moment Saunders are well set to face Serendip. And definitely will be interesting to see who they will meet in the final as well. But nevertheless, just about to commence the second half, and Saunders and Solid, we thought it will be an exciting matchup between the two, but so far Saunders have dominated Solid, and once again on that road to the final graphic that we saw earlier, Java Lane and St. Mary's will face in the semi-finals. So the winner of that will come to the final as well, and Saunders will be vying for that final spot and that trophy, as they want to get some sort of silverware, as they were pretty powerful in the Super 8, and just a bit of unfortunate results didn't go their way, so they missed out on the top spot finish. Now second half has commenced, and kicking from left to right of your screen will be Saunders, and right to left will be Solid. John Raj looking for the man in the middle, but that long pass always not working in anyone's favor, and Mufassal with a powerful pass towards Frank, but Saunders still managing to recover position. Now Felipe dropping back. Now Mufassal. Nalim losing a bit of footing, but still ball with Saunders. So what Saunders will have to do is make sure that they maintain this lead and not make any careless mistakes, and they will definitely head to that semi-final. Now once again that pass that we always see from the back. Sometimes I do question that, because executing it maybe once or twice is fine, but doing it every single time, you do give away position when you do that, as both these teams do have the ability to build up from the back, make a couple of good passes, and they do have strong wingers. So making the run on the left or the right and getting that ball into the box will be the most ideal play. So again, ball played to Kennedy John Raj, and now that ball does find him, and now looking for support. And I was just about to say that might be offside, and the referee does call it. So Solid now a couple of times they've been guilty of being called offside, and they will definitely have to fix that if they want to make sure they get that goal. That is the correct call by the referee. Now Felipe on the ball to Udara. Udara back to Priyadarshana. Pereira. Felipe. Now is Frank bringing it right back and almost giving away possession, but Pereira just manages to recover it, and then again given back to Mithushan. Now Kennedy John Raj to Chibueze. Chibueze making that powerful run down the right, Gets the ball into the box, and that is a own goal. That is really unfortunate for Saunders. And somber celebrations from Solid. But they've managed to peg a goal back after that strong run from the right by Chibueze. And he'll definitely take credit for that.
No goal for Solid.
Chibueze once again making that strong run and putting that ball into the box, and a cardinal error there by Nalim. And Solid go a goal up. So it's 3-1 at the moment. Now, an early goal in the second half for Solid, and a sniff in terms of staging a comeback. Like I said, the game of football is very funny, and the team can come back down from 3-0. So, be interesting to see how they go about it. But now, Solid back on the ball. Ball to Kennedy John Raj on the right, and now Chibueze making the run. But now, an open chance for Mensa Prince, and will he get the ball in? That is a clear-cut opportunity for Solid. Mensa Prince had enough of space and enough of time, and he just skies that ball over the crossbar. Lovely ball by Kennedy John Raj, and Chibueze asking for that ball. Alassane, Saunders goalkeeper, asking, where's my defense? Well, how the tides have turned. Solid seem to be the team on top at the moment in terms of position and attack as well. Now, lovely ball to John Raja. Unfortunately, not being able to collect that ball cleanly, and earns himself and the team a corner. Well, Solid slowly but surely putting the pressure back on Saunders. Even though they are 2 goals down, they seem to be the team that is strong at the moment. And good delivery into the box, and contact made, but Solid not being able to come off on top there, but still a throw in for them. Quickly taken. Chibueze trying to create an opportunity, puts the ball into the box. Not too sure who he was trying to find there. Dara doing very well to make sure that he gets that ball to Felipe. Now, Mufazal, 2 goals for his first half performance, and he'll be looking to add that 3rd goal and get the hat-trick. Now, position given away, and now Pathum Gimhan on the left there. Quite a bit of pace behind him, and he'll definitely look to make those constant runs down the left and give his midfield a couple of more options in terms of making that right pass. Now Saunders with a chance. Clovis Frank manages to lay off the ball, and a shot taken from distance and on the crossbar. And a mess made there, and there was a chance to score the 4th goal for Saunders. Mufazal would have gotten that hat-trick, but mess made there. If we can get a replay of that shot, that was an amazing shot on goal from a distance as well, hitting the crossbar and almost falling kindly for Mufazal. But Saunders showing that they still can create a couple of opportunities, and an intentional handball there. So yes, this is a replay there from distance and going over the goalkeeper as well, and that again, that is Pathum Gimhan. Lovely strike. We've seen some screamers here And Mufazal not being able to make that header. So now, after that intentional handball, it will be a free kick in favor of Solid. And Mensa Prince trying to be a bit cheeky there. But he has been told to go back by referee Lakmal. Tries to take a shot from distance. Actually, that was not even a kick to the players. Quite a rash shot there. Not too sure they was trying to get a deflection, and that was quite a challenge there on the Clovis Frank. Both the players colliding. Yes, that's not what you want to see. Krishnamurti Sardis and Clovis Frank on the ground at the moment. It was quite a heavy collision. So again, a replay of the collision. Both players going down. That definitely would have hurt. It's again a little bit of time taken for these medical checkups, as especially a knock to the head is always very risky. So just checking on the players and making sure that they're all right. And a little bit of crowd support here today. So at the moment, if you did miss action in the first half, Saunders were able to get 3 goals past Solid, with definitely quite a number of opportunities gone begging. So they definitely would have been more goals up. But nevertheless, Solid managing to get a goal in the second half through an own goal by Saunders. So that is the current situation, and this is the 4th quarter final of the Champions Cup. So the winner of this will progress through the semi-final, and they will play Serendib, and the winner of that semi-final will face off either Java Lane or St. Mary's in the final. So quite a lot of football action coming, but now at the moment John Raj on the right cuts back in and takes a shot off, but just wide. And Kennedy John Raj once again missing out. Cutting back in. Should have gotten that pass away. Jabesh was there in support. So still, I think it was the right idea by John Raj to go for the shot, but the execution was not good enough. And Obida Stanley making that clearance. And bit of an error there by the defender, giving a throw-in for Solid in a decent position. And throw-in taken quickly. And they do gain a bit more ground. So now that throw being unsuccessful. Not too sure what they were trying to do there. I know they take the throw in quickly to catch the defenders off guard and make sure that they can create some sort of opportunity through that left hand side. But after those initial minutes of attack, it's been quite a calm couple of minutes in terms of attack. Udara to Nalim. Alim, the guilty man for that own goal. He'll be hoping it does not come to bite them back. Now, Mufazal able to collect that ball. Lays it off to Clovis Frank. Clovis Frank. Here's Mufazal on his right. Makes the pass to Mufazal. And Mufazal cuts back in and skies that ball. Lovely bit of play there by Frank and Mufazal. See here, Mufazal finding Frank, and Frank not taking that shot. Finds Mufazal. Mufazal cuts back in, and there might have been a bit of a deflection there. Because I was wondering how much, why did Mufazal get so much of elevation on that shot? But unfortunately, not working in their favor. Now it's solid. Jabesh managing to hold on to position and winning a corner. Tanusian. So solid now with another opportunity to score a goal from this corner, as they will definitely want to pull one more back and put the pressure on Saunders, because Saunders are looking for that fourth goal to put this game to bed. But now chance for the goal, volleyed, but nothing coming off of that. And now Clovis Frank making that run, but Obina Stanley up to the task. Taken from distance, nothing coming off of that, so it'll be a goal kick for Saunders. Nalim once again trying to climb to that ball and misses it completely, but Udara managed to recover that. And apologies, Roger Felipe doing very well and wins Saunders a throw in. A long throw in trying to find Mufazal, but ground gained. And Nalim looking for that long throw in. And that throwing into the box, nothing coming off of it, and ball falls back for him. Takes the ball into the box, but cleared away easily by the defense, and Obina Stanley brings it down. Apologies, that was Mensa Prince that brought it down. So Jabesh, also a very important player for Solid, will look to make an impact. He's been a little bit quiet than usual. Now Chibueze holding off 3 players, but not being able to get that pass back. And now ball again falls for the Solid defender and gives it away. And Saunders will be happy with the fact that they got possession. And Roger Philippe, a beautiful turn, but not the best of passes after dragging a couple of players to him. There's a chance to make a good pass and create an opportunity. Now on the right is Solid and straight to Alassane. So Alassane just taking a chance there. He had Chibueze right beside him, as he was almost caught lacking in the first half. So he'll have to be careful. Now Mufazal to Pereira. Not the best of passes, and he lets it run through. This is the Solid player. Not the best of throws, gives away position. And Clovis Frank, apologies, Roger Felipe takes a shot, but too much of power behind that, and it's sails over the crossbar once again. Enough of time on the ball, but taking his eyes off it the last second. And Frank did have an opportunity to make sure that he got that pass right for the run down the left. Frank Udara. Now ball falling for Felipe. Felipe trying to at once take that ball, but Frank now lovely bit of one touch passes, and almost coming cleanly was that passage of play. Very casual were those passes. Now a chance for goal. Pass on to the right to Mufassal. Mufassal making that run in, and almost a chance for goal, and that is not what you want to do right in the box. Why go for power? Why go for power is my question. Fazal could break into the box, and unfortunately wrong-footed is a play up front, but Hatum Gimhan, another opportunity gone begging for him. He had an earlier clear-cut opportunity in the first half, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Almost a one-on-one with the goalkeeper there as well. Now Udara. Now Mufassal back with the ball, trying to find Udara. Udara asking for the ball. Not happy with the pass that he didn't get. Now Kennedy John Raj on the right, leaving him open is very dangerous. Saunders will have to make sure that they realize that. He falls flat, and no penalty there obviously. Now Roger Felipe makes the pass to Clovis Frank. A beautiful pass there, and now one player up front, not enough support. Plays it back to Roger Felipe. Tries to catch an illusion off guard there, dinking it, but nothing coming into fruition. So now Solid back with the ball. That's what I said. Alassane and the defense playing with fire there, allowing Chibueze to get closer to that ball. That's not what you want, especially with the fact that Chibueze is like a lion waiting for his prey there. Make a mistake and I'll pounce on it and score a goal. Mind you, we are heading into the 70th minute, so 20 minutes of play in regular time and with a bit of added time as well. So slowly the clock is ticking, and Solid will definitely have to get a goal now if they won't even have a chance of making a comeback. Now Udara to Patum Gimhan. Patum Gimhan as a man on his left. Now dancing around is Clovis Frank, but almost dispossessed by Obina Stanley and brought down by Obina Stanley, so that will be a free kick in a dangerous position. Recognizingly in pain there is Clovis Frank. Oh yes, was stepped on there, and quite a bit of pain he is in. Yes sir, in quite a bit of pain. Not the sight you want to see, especially with how much impact Clovis Frank has had in the game so far for Saunders. So bit of a worrying sight there. So not too sure what Kennedy John Raj was asking there. Referee Lakman Veera Kodi just Give me a bit of a stern word. Nice to see. Bit of a sportsmanship. A couple of handshakes around. Hopefully nothing too serious for Clovis Frank. Yes, he's in quite a bit of pain. Did see in the replay that boot caught him quite strongly on the back of his leg. So fair enough for him for being in such pain, as it's not the easiest situation. So Saunders will have a free kick from that point, and another opportunity for the men in yellow and black to score a goal. But there will be a substitution for Solid. See, Mohammad Rakan comes in for Mensa Prince. Interestingly enough, Mensa Prince is a standout player for Solid. So he's brought off. Mohammad Rakan, a midfielder, and brought in. And for the forward, Mensa Prince has been playing a midfielder role, but quite a powerful corner taken in, and almost resulting in a goal for Saunders. And shouts for handball, and no handball, but it will still be a throw-in for Saunders. And Nali managing to get that ball, but given away by Abdul Aziz. Not the best of games he's had today. Pathum Gima doing very well to make that challenge, but referee Lakman Virakodi says it is a foul. I did not think that it was pretty fair, but nevertheless, still Saunders managing to recover position, and as soon as I say that, they give it away as well. Now Tanusian on the ball, almost getting that pass right. Al-Sane up to the task and clears that ball. And they're not the best of passes, and now Udara on the ball, looking for Mufazzal, and position donated in a prime location, and now Chibueze almost on the ball, shoved a bit, but no foul there. Thanusian making that pass towards Chibueze. Pathum Gimman has been a live wire on the left for Saunders in terms of attack, and also tracking back and getting a couple of good tackles in as well. And now given away cheaply, and John Raj almost being gifted with the goal actually, and a powerful strike from the back from Thanusian, but John Raj had a golden opportunity to score a goal, and Chibueze not being able to get his footing right, and almost resulting in the second goal for Solid. Once again, bad bit of defensive work, and John Raj laying that ball to Chibueze, but not the best of passes as well, as Alasani comes up front. But Solid with a sniff for that second goal, and Thanusian from distance trying to take a shot on goal.
We've seen a different Solid team in this second 45. Jansen Alasani, holding his left forearm, elbow rather. He too had a shoulder injury, maybe a dislocation early in the Super League, Champions League group stage as well. For Solid, they need that second goal in the next 5 to 7 minutes time to make it an interesting final 10-15 minutes. Alassane back on his feet.
If Solid do not manage to get that goal in the next 5 minutes, I think Saunders will definitely have the upper hand. As 2 goals in the last 10 minutes will be pretty difficult. So again, it's a bit of a wayward hand there. Now, all in for Chibueze, and does go out, so it'll be a throw in for Saunders. So slowly but surely they'll want to tick off that time, maintaining position and also creating an opportunity for them. And there was actually a yellow card given Priyadarshana. Now shot taken from distance and a pretty easy save for Alassane. The high kick to the middle, and Roger Felipe trying to collect that ball, but challenged by Ubina Stanley as well. Now John Raj caught offside again. So this has been an issue for Solid right throughout this game. From the first minute itself, they've had offside issues, not being able to hold their run, and also Saunders being able to hold their defensive line, so that they managed to catch that forward offside. Now Udara to Frank. Frank not the best of passes and gives away possession. Now John Raj on the right. Will this be the second goal for Solid? Pass made to the middle and a shot taken, but from the contact itself he knew that it was going over the bar. Mohammad Rakan on his left. It's a bit too powerful there. Now Mufazal drifting through the middle. A bit of a physical shove there. So now position back with Solid now. Will this be the chance for them as we are heading into the 80th minute?
Saunders have lost their venom, which they had in that first 45. There's some activity down at the bench for Saunders. Looks like Mohammad Shahid is getting ready to come on. Most likely he'll replace that man right there, Abdul Aziz. Frank. Felipe to Frank. Rather takes a shot on the left. Yes, it is. Shahid coming on for Abdul Aziz.
Substitution for Saunders. Jersey number 21, Abdul Aziz, is replaced by jersey number 14, Mohammad Shahid.
And Clovis Frank let that ball run over the line, so to get that corner for Saunders. We did hear a loud clap for Abdul Aziz as well. But now an opportunity for Saunders through Udara. Udara sends the ball in, punched away by Nilujan. Now Udara puts the ball back in. A good turn, but unfortunately not controlled well enough. Ball looking for Chibues again, and Alassane. And just to latch onto that. And he'll take his time. As Saunders will want to run down the clock. And to make sure that they have this 3-1 lead secure. And the victory in the bag as well to face Serendib. John Raj dispossessed, but it will be a throw in for Solid. Solid will have to create an opportunity now. They need that goal, that second goal, if they want to even have a chance of drawing level. As if you do draw level, there will be penalties. As this is a knockout match. Bit of a shove there by Mufazul. Now Chibueze loses out on the ball. Nobina Stanley tries to control things at the back for Solid. Player brought down on Clovis Frank. Will he be offside? No, he is not. So pass back into Roger Felipe. A little bit of a deflection there, so Obina Stanley will be able to clear that ball, but Saunders will not mind this passage of play, as they have possession of the ball. Man, Nalim, the man guilty of conceding that own goal, but he'll be happy that nothing else has come off of it in terms of confidence in Solid, as heading into the 85th minute now. Just that own goal, and Solid have not been able to create another opportunity. Daniel Aru Bison, the captain for Solid, will be pretty disappointed with how his men have performed. Fauzan takes the throw in, and Saunders will biggle from the back now. Nalim to Gimhan. Switch side does Pathum Gimhan. Early on the left, now come to the right. Now John Raj on the ball, shot from distance, but nothing fruitful out of that. And it actually did take a deflection, so it will be a corner for Solid. So Saunders will hope that nothing goes against them here. So they've been the team on top so far. But we did see a late comeback from Senandib earlier today in the afternoon. John Raj high kick into the box. And Alassane does very well to collect that ball. And he's quickly up, looking for a counter-attacking opportunity. And yes, dishes the ball out. But fortunately dispossessed. So Solid, still nothing coming off of their attacks. And we're heading into the 87th minute now. So things are looking a bit grim for them now.
From here on, it's about managing the game for the Price Park boys.
So again, I think that's that previous knock on Clovis Frank. Seems to be in a bit of pain. Think he should be brought off. Don't need to risk any serious injury. Saunders do have this game in control, so no need to risk one of your important players. Now Saunders with the few men up front for them, keen to get that fourth goal played through easily. And now 3 players in the box, and Roger Felipe, lovely header, and that will seal the deal for Saunders surely now. And does the Ronaldo celebration as well, but that is the 4th goal for Saunders, and that will definitely be a game, set and match. Lovely delivery into the box. Unmarked Roger Felipe. Last moment ditch defense by Solid, and that was very easy. And Mohammad Fawasan. Lovely ball, and Roger Felipe presenting his full head and making sure that he had great contact. So that is the 4th goal for Saunders, and now surely not a chance for Solid to get back up. And I think it's once again Clovis Frank who seems to be down. Heading into the 90th minute mark now. The Clovis Frank, I think he'll just have to walk off now. His game is done, and he's played his part in this game. It's definitely been important for Saunders today. An added time of 3 minutes. So 3 minutes will be all Solid has to pull some sort of dignity back, as they are 4-1 down at the moment. Now John Rudge cleared out by the Saunders defence. The challenge there by Roger Felipe. So now Saunders back on the attack. Udara on the right. And bit of a strong challenge there. Udara not too sure what he was trying to do there.
Substitution for Saunders. Jersey number 33, Clovis Frank, is replaced by jersey number 6, C.G. Chandrasekhar.
So Clovis Frank is replaced by C.G. Chandrasekhar. Frank was in a bit of pain and discomfort, and finally he is brought off. But Udar trying to make something off of that corner, but nothing coming into fruition. And now almost heading into the last minute of this game, and surely Saunders have performed outstandingly here tonight, as beating Solid convincingly, and that will send a strong message to Serendip as well. And now for the 5th goal. Yes, and salt to the wound. And Pathum Gimman, who's been a workhorse for Saunders, gets his flowers as well. And that's the 5th goal for Saunders, and breaks through the defense very easily and gets past the keeper.
Moving for Saunders, jersey number 9, Pathum Gimhan.
Well, that sums up the night for Saunders. They've had quite a amazing night on the field, and that will be the 3 minutes up as well. And Saunders will definitely head back home tonight with smiles on their faces, as they have done extremely well. And yes, that will be the final whistle. Referee Lakmal Virakodi blows it, and Saunders win 5-1 against Solid. And Solid, with a couple of key players missing, still outperformed and convincingly beaten here at the Racecourse International Stadium. And Saunders, with this victory, will head into the semi-final against Serendip, and that's not going to be an easy challenge, as Serendip are quite a strong team. But what they have to focus on is the game they had today, and they definitely came with a purpose, and managing to beat Solid very convincingly, like I mentioned earlier as well. Just amazing to see how Saunders have turned up here and beaten a team who's very strong as well. Both teams are quite evenly poised heading into this game. Both teams having a couple of players missing, but nevertheless Saunders not letting them hold them down. And the full-time score reads 5-1 in favor of Saunders. This is the fourth quarter-final in the Champions Cup, and this will bring an end to the quarter-finals. These are the highlights of the second half. Solid started off pretty strongly with Nalim giving an own goal, but after that Saunders have been able to bring some sort of control. There's quite a bit of play. John Raj having an opportunity there. And Fazal skying that ball. So both teams had quite a few opportunities, but it was quite a half compared to the first 45 minutes that we saw. And Solid will be pretty disappointed with the fact that they had opportunities to score goals as well, and they did not make full use of it. And Alassane will be very happy with his performance as well. But this header by Roger Felipe, very well done, not marked as well, so pretty easy, and he makes sure that he puts that at the back of the net. And finally this goal at the end assisted by Roger Felipe, and Pathum Gimhan doing the finishing touches, and 5 goals for Saunders. Men in yellow have done their job here at the Racecourse International Stadium today. So after 2 days of quarterfinals, Java Lane qualifies with St. Mary's on the left hand side of the bracket, and Serendip and Saunders will play the semi-final on the right hand side of the bracket. So the winners of these two matches will head to the finals, and it's definitely going to be a juicy and tasty one, as these 4 teams have quite a lot of football to play for. And this is the Champions Cup, and glory will be for one of these 4 teams. And with that, after convincing victory by Saunders and also the game previously by Serendip managing to scrape through, that is the end from the Racecourse International Stadium. And we'll definitely bring you live action for the semi-finals and the finals in the coming weeks as well. So good night, and it has been a pleasure commentating. I'm Randeep Selnaika.